Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. We're going to do a little palette cleanser. Oh boy, my hair's all over the place. So we're going to look at J-Lo and Ben. There's a lot of articles that are coming out of late. We're going to step away from politics, step away from the royal family and the not so royal family, and look at Hollywood. So I will be right back. Welcome back, Tarot fam. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to talk about some Hollywood celebrities. So Cosmopolitan had an article that came out today that says J-Lo feels some bitterness about divorce since attempts to save marriage didn't matter to Ben Affleck. So too bad, so sad. Apparently he moved out of their house and bought a house like on her birthday. I guess that's cause to be pretty bitter. We're going to take a look at her first, and then we're going to take a look at Ben. So thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. I also have a new join button if you want to join my community and get exclusive videos, emojis, and all kinds of other stuff. So not really. I just have 2 layers. So I'm just getting used to this. My Lenormand course is still available, and my Tarot 101 class, the full Monty, is going to be available this weekend. Had a little delay because I had the flu. And as always, I'm available for readings at your discretion at the link below. You can link to my digital academy and to the school down below. So let's get going. Let's take a look at J-Lo. Let's see. Was our girl bitter? Is she feeling bitter? That is not a good sign. So I'm going to use the Phantasm Tarot today. Even though this is not really a J-Lo deck, this isn't a deck that I would pick for her. We're going to do regular Celtic Cross. 9 of Pentacles. She has gone no contact. King of Wands. She is, ooh, yikes. Fire woman. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, she's putting this right behind her. The good news is I think it's a really healthy split. Like, she's just like, yeah, I'm not hanging on to hope. I don't think we're going to get back together. There's no illusion or delusion here. But she's gone no contact. She's letting her attorneys do all of the contact now. She is also, he is targeting. So she is, I'm confident that they have a prenup or some kind of something set. Even if they don't have a prenup, they probably have a pre-arranged divorce. That is something that happens. People will detail the details of their divorce. It's not a prenup. It's a, insurance policy if things break up. This is what we're going to split up. So I do think she's doing that. She is walking straight out of this. And I do think that this bitterness is not necessarily toward Ben, but toward her poor management of relationships, which, she's got a lot of engagement rings. She's married a lot. So I do think that there is some irritation with the self. On the inside, she is trying to resurrect, Jenny from the block, trying to resurrect her happy, good feelings. One would after a split, absolutely. Others, she's putting on a good show. She's got a good act going because others are like, yeah, she's good, man. She's good. She's gonna, have the end of, hot girl fall, I guess. I think she's had a hot girl summer, but I think she's going to have a hot girl fall as well. I think she's going to continue into the fall and into the holiday season. She is already preparing for a number of events at her house. Now, I don't mean big events like weddings or anything like that, but she's preparing for a number of events as we go into the holidays. Now, I'm not sure if her kids are off to college, going into high school. Like I'm not sure what age group they are, but it seems like she is going to rally around those kids and have like some excitement going on with them. There's going to be a lot of events. Now, this could potentially be holidays and vacations abroad as well. I'm seeing preparing for a lot of fun. There's a lot of organized, contrived, purposeful fun that she has planned. Up here, the hopes and fears. She does not want to caretake for anybody else. And that's one of the things that I've always said about J-Lo. You don't get a body like that unless you are pretty well organized and pretty driven. You don't have abs after 50 unless you are very strict about your diet, very strict about your workout regimen and the things that you do. So that being said, that energy is going to be fully directed at herself. She's not going to share that energy anymore. Part of I do feel that a significant portion of her tried to manage the behavior of her husband, like we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I will tell you with Gregopedia just made the mistake of mentioning he would maybe like to go to the gym now, maybe like to go work out. And prior to getting married, I was a little bit of a workout maniac. I did put on some weight as a result of not doing it. The minute he said that, I'm like, let's go. So I don't think he's going to like that. And I said, we're going to go to the gym in the morning. He's like, no, we're not going to go to the gym in the morning. So I am going to try and motivate my husband when it comes time to go to the gym. And I think J-Lo had a little bit of that built into her, that she was trying to motivate him. I do feel that they're dissimilar in the respect of that sociability. I think she's a bit more of an out there kind of gal, and I think that Ben Affleck is just really kind of content cruising along. She's a race boat. She's a cigarette boat. I want to call it a cigarette boat. And he's more of like a pontoon boat. Like he just wants to cruise around and kind of enjoy the moment. I know it sounds terrible calling him a pontoon, but um, you know, I think even though that house was really something else, the house that I don't know if they sold it. I think it was on the market not long ago or just put on the market. Um, the house is a bit much. If you haven't seen it, go look. I'll see if I can put a link in the description of this video. But that house was something else. It had basically a sports complex, and it had Shea Stadium in the basement. Had a pickleball court and like a whole viewing platform. It had a boxing ring. Like it just was kind of over the top. A gorgeous home nonetheless, an appropriate home for someone who has probably, four kids or so. Like the Jolies probably would live there quite comfortably. There's quite a few bedrooms there. Between J-Lo and Ben, they had a lot of kids, so I totally get having that kind of space. A lot of people are like, why do they need that space? Well, they do need that space. You have family coming, you have friends coming and staying, those kinds of things. They did have a lot of kids, so between the two of them. So I think she is getting into this rudderless kind of place, like not sure where she's going to wind up. I don't know if she's going to stay in the house. Well, she's not going to stay in the house, obviously, because it's for sale. I don't know if she's going to stay in that neighborhood, if she has another location, but she's a little bit rudderless. I think she wants to really change that perspective. As far as the relationship being over, it is over for her. Now, is there this bitterness? I think the rudderlessness, yes. I think she's very bitter. And I do think she really liked that house. I think that house was very much her vibe. Is she bitter now? Six of Cups. Yeah, she is looking back on this relationship. She was the mother of the whole situation. She was also, it looks like managing the money, like doing a lot of money stuff. And, in her mind, this isn't to say that he was exactly this, but in her mind, he was a little bit of dead weight. He was not doing what he needed to do. Didn't have that giddy up going on. So he's very slow moving, like it's almost the tortoise and the hare kind of vibe here. So that makes sense. So is she bitter? I think she is. I think she's a little bit bitter because I think the relationship was based more on the idea of what they were once upon a time when they were together rather than what they had evolved into. So, what does she need to do to manage this? Eight of Pentacles, go to work, girl. Just go to work. Seven, don't look back. Don't look back. Seven of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Queen of Cups. So, this is really a baby don't look back kind of thing, even though I was really cheering them on. I was really hoping that they were going to go the distance on this. I thought it was very sweet that they got back together. I was rooting for these two. So, she again, J-Lo is the kind of person, she's a workaholic. She puts her nose to the grindstone and she's working. She's working. I respect that. I get that. I totally understand that. I in some respect, I have a feeling the dynamic is very much like Gregopedia and I. Gregopedia knows how to shut off from work. I don't. I get up and I'm work, 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 work. I know that's Rihanna, but so I do think that going back to to what she knows, to the structure of work, to putting herself into that, it's an endeavor that is going to yield for her. She's going to yield some results. There's a return on investment. And I think that's what's going to bother her the most about this relationship, is that there wasn't a return on investment, and that there was, it's a bad look. It's a bad look. Let's just put it that way. I even said, she's got a bunch of, there was that whole meme that was going around about she has more rings than Thanos, and more engagement rings than Thanos has Infinity Stones. So it's a bad look, and I think she's going to be very upset about that. So is that the part that's bitter? Yes, I do think that that's the part that's bitter, that this was a bad look. She needs to lean into the things that she has accomplished. A friend of ours is a fitness dude, and he described his body as an asset. It's something no one can ever take from him. He has earned it. He has created it. He has made this happen. It's an asset. She needs to lean into that. That likewise, also her music career, her acting career, her dancing career, everything that she's done, her producing career. She needs to lean back into that and applaud the accomplishments of that. That is the balm that makes this sting go away. Knowing that she doesn't need him to move forward. As much as this hurts, she doesn't need him to go forward. She is a very complete person on her own. Now I get it. Nobody wants to be alone. Everybody wants to partner up. You want to have that best friend, that person that is always there for you. I totally get it. She is surrounded by a lot of people, and her children are an incredible resource for her for this. They are needing her very, very much right now. So the molding and guiding of those kids really is something that she can lean into. And I think she will find a better return on investment, even though teenagers can be quite annoying sometimes. You can't quite see your return on investment. But before we go here, we'll see what's going on with her. If there's any prospects in the future. What are prospects in the future? And I don't mean romantic prospects. I just mean prospects for her. Like, what is going to be going on with her? So, Six of Swords. She is getting out of a situation. I'm not going to say a bad situation, from someone who was, emotionally dysregulated. I think that's a good way to do it. Here's our anxiety card. Don't feel bad about that, because the tools just weren't there for that particular situation. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think that she's going to need to have some time to herself for a bit. That would really, and there's that Eight of Swords there. I was looking for that. I think she needs some time to herself. This is a time to lick her wounds, feel the feels, and just focus on those resources where we're going to get that really rich return on investment. That's going to be the kids. So easy enough. So in the next video, we're going to take a look at Ben. We're going to see how Ben's doing. Seems kind of nonplussed. I know a lot of the outlets have posted pictures of him. He looks really happy. Looks really happy. So we'll take a look at him next. So thanks so much for watching. Again, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like your own magical reading, you can get one at the link down below. Hope to see you guys in the next one.